Okay, this is video 6-69. So, because I don't have a Tootsie Roll, I made my own with a towel. We're gonna be right here mid-spine, so that when I lay her down, it's gonna open up her chest, so that way we can really get what we're looking for with the proximal and distal clavicle. So go ahead and come down. Okay. Good. Okay. So first and foremost, gotta make sure the patient's comfortable. So patient is going to cover here. Arm is going to be abducted, and then we're going to bring the arm down, and then just make sure that she's kind of laying on the hand as like a stabilization. So this one is going to be a double thenar contact point adjustment. We're going to be contacting with most inside hand on the manubrium for stabilization, and then most outside hand is going to be distal clavicle, and that is going to be our line of drive is A to P to the distal clavicle. Manubrium hand is just going to act as a stabilizer. We're going to assess for joint motion. Once we do assessing for joint motion, if we do find a restriction, then we palpate and line of drive A to P on the distal clavicle while stabilizing manubrium, and then reassess. On this, the whole point is once I'm on stabilizing the manubrium and distal clavicle, the distal clavicle should move the proximal clavicle anterior. So we're using the body's natural mechanisms of levers to kind of produce what we want. So it's gonna come here, we're gonna palpate, stabilize manubrium with thenar, and then find distal clavicle, palpate A to P. I feel loss of joint motion, so then I'm going to spring A to P, open up that proximal clavicle. Come back, reassess, joint motion has been restored.